The Ceylonian army would have recruited him in a flash. Third time's a charm, right? Wrong.
Hızlanmışlar. Galiba level falan atladıkça hızlanır. Onlar o kadar hızlı değildi yani. Hızlılar mıydı? Hatırlamıyorum. Neyse buraya para kazanmak için geldim. Ölünce galiba kazan. Bırak mıydı bu? Bölüm bittiğinde öldüm
One
gerçekten
thing's
ya.
worse than the heat in Colford Cauldron. The smell. Like rotten eggs.
Ya Mer güzel de yakındaki şeyleri yakmaması çok aptalca ya.
Cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash. and
Hadi
the
canlanın.
lakes with molten rock.
Abi hareket eden
If you
şey
wanted
nasıl
to
kalkan
survive
olabiliyor?
something like
Bıktım
that,
kalkan
you had to
olayından.
learn to adapt.
Kolay bir ana koyarsın o kalkanı yani.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Ya git.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Ya.
Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash.
Ama kuşu. Vurulmuyor mu gerçekten?
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. The place is inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart.
Hayır.
The heart now laid bare by the calamity.
Abi yeter yeter yeter yeter.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Oh. Ya Allah belanızı versin.
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Pops open on him like a pimple on a school day. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell.
Hayır ya.
Kid don't shed any tears for him though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Oğlum
They said
Allah
the
belanızı
wild could
versin
never
ya.
be tamed. If only they could see us now. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Ha. Daha orada sapık gibi oynamaktan görmedim bile ya. Ben
Kid
yakarım.
arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Hileyecekler.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Ha. Bir adet daha challenge'ımız oldu.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Bakalım yine nasıl bir pisliğin içine.
What's he thinking? Let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
Keşke bunları kırmasın.
Once there was a normal girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Zealandia.
Bunlara taktik buldum ya.
The
Uzaktan ateş
folks were
ediyorsun, kapanıyorlar,
orphaned
yanına
in
gidip
war,
yakıyorsun. Okay,
taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
Sizin hepinizin Allah belasını versin. Gelme!
Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Ha, bir sen eksiktin. Ama kurbağası seni.
Her father told her nothing of her heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said.
14 dalganın Allah belasını. Aa,
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
ya otomatik hedef alma bari abi. Çıldıracağım ya.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an trader, selling out the city. Now, where were we?
Bir şey söyleyeceğim. Bunlar bir önceki bölümde ateşe aldıklarında yanmıyorlardı. Hayır, ateş etmiyorlardı.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Ya bir sen eksiktin. Aa!
The young man convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Gideceğim.
The young man never told her that Ura's native language is not to be
Öldükten
used
sonra da
by
bir şeyler
foreigners.
düşündürüyor ya.
To do
Çıldırtıyorlar
so
adamı.
is a terrible insult.
Pardon da ben bunları da öldürürüm.
Well, I digress.
Abi bunlardan kurtulmak imkansız. 3 tane var bir de ya. Dön Bastion, Allah belasını versin hepsini. Kuduracağım. Yiyecek bir şey de yok zaten.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Amık kuşu. Git. Çık çık. Çık çık. Çık çık.
Gotta watch your
Chick.
fingers around that little guy.
Çık. Aa, o ne be?
Turn him round and round all you like.
Tam
Pit's
kadar.
still gonna be ugly.
Terbiyesiz sensin abi. Utanmaz herif seni. Gidip bunu alsak mı artık? Gerçi bu beni yine tilt eder. 63 olur, 62 olur, 61 olur. 64 olmaz abi. Ben mızrağı geliştirecek. Yeter. Yeter.
Gotta make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight. The Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely.
Ya vakıf kim? Ne inşa edeceğim?
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
İndirim yapman önemli, indirim. Bunlar beni ilgilendirmiyor. Pıt pıt pıt pıt pıt pıt pıt pıt. Ne? İndirim yoksa ben de yokum kardeş.
We spotted a Pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan. prep for the course, the brushers could modify their pikes however they wanted.
Vurma! Can basamıyor muyum? Fuck. Dokunsalar ölürüm. Bu 1 dakikaydı değil mi? Ben 1 dakika diye hatırlıyorum.
There wasn't time to squash every pincushion, just the ones in the way.
Bir daha deneyeceğim. Ya zıplama olsa yok ederim de. Zaten. Yanlış başladık ama ya. Buradan başlamayacaktık zaten. Denelim. Zaten oradan geçerken. Geliştirip geliriz yine ya.
Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings east of Ceylondia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with Peckers. Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around, until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. The Peckers were willing to fight tooth and nail for all that trash.
Bunun büyük ihtimal kapasitesini arttırmam gerekecek. Diyeceğim ya.